A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel and welcome to this collective reading where I'm going to be talking about the divine masculine's big change and the feelings towards divine feminine, because he feels very strongly that no one has ever done anything, or no one has ever been this nice to him the way she has been, the way she has stood up for him, the way she took stands for him, or the way she accepted him. Lots of things. He is going through this realization. A realization, and realizations don't come so easily. We all know that, right? Realizations, they take time. Sometimes they happen when a person has lost on someone. Now, I want to talk about something very deep today, because I've been doing this work for so many years and I've been talking to different people, different feminines and masculines. This specific reason is, of course, gender specific, or you can say it is energy specific. It is more about divine masculine's feelings for divine feminine. I'm not making it generic because I feel the collective needs healing. The collective needs healing. Masculines need healing. Feminines need healing, but masculines usually depend on feminines. But you cannot directly heal them. Okay. So, as per this reading, also, what happened over here is certain planetary shifts, certain planetary positions, and certain activities or certain situations, problems or situations the masculine was stuck into, has been stuck into, has made him realize that people did not understand him the way she did, the way feminine did. And how did this happen? Shift in energy is, to be honest, the feminine started standing up for herself first. She stopped depending on I can see the reverse Queen of Wands here in a positive scenario. She said that I will not move by the opinions of others or whatever others are telling me. Even she felt in her own journey. So she's having a separate journey with masculine, and she's having her own experiences as well. So every time she went out the way for the masculine, or every time they had a kind of negative situation, she had to heal it on her own by herself. And after she healed it, after she fixed it, then she realized that it was happening because of a programming, because of other people around her as well, parents, family members, mother, father, sibling bonds, friendships, so many other things had also it had played a very big role in how she was reacting and what she was focusing on. So negative focus is such a thing. All divine feminines need to shift their focus. So she reached a place of self-respect and confidence, the feminine, and she stopped looking up for others, especially the masculine. So if the masculine is wrong, if the masculine is hurting her, has hurt her, there are two types of energies I can see, two types of feminines. One who have gone dead silent because they're just so tired of talking about it. They have probably found someone else, a healer, a therapist, a good friend, or somebody that they confided into, and some even source, masters, gurus, I would say. So these feminines, they confided into someone, they talked to someone, or it was just a very strong space of, you know what, I cannot talk about it to masculine, I cannot talk about it to my mother or father or my siblings or to my friends. I have to find another way out, some other way. The feminine found out, figured it out, and she stopped being codependent on the masculine. She stopped looking up to him for validation, for recommendation, for understanding, for love, for anything. because she realized that he himself has a lot of battles to be a part of. He himself is going through a lot. And this is a very strong place a woman can reach. When a woman can literally look at a man's behavior, bad behavior, and literally ignore it or tell herself, let's say she has a doubt that he's with someone else. Okay, I'll give an example. He's with someone else and he's not answering her phone calls. She's calling him incessantly. And let's say they're talking to each other and he says, hey, I'll call you back, and hangs up. And then after next 2 hours, let's say she's not calling him like 1,000 times, but couple of times, 2 to 3 times she calls him up. And 2 hours have passed by, but he has not responded to her. And then suddenly, let's not go to the next step, okay? And then for those 2 hours, she has a choice. Now, when she's not healed or she's less healed, for those 2 hours or 3 hours, she can end up torturing herself emotionally and mentally. She can literally go crazy that what is he doing? What is he doing? Why is he not answering my phone? Where is he? What is he up to? What's wrong? Why suddenly he hung up and now he is missing for 2 hours or 3 hours? That's one thing. She can call up other people. She can message him a lot, like, where are you? Why aren't you picking up? Blah, blah, blah. But this feminine has either done it before in the past, or she is so done with all this. I mean, self-respect is not an outwardly thing, is what I'm trying to say. Here she goes within herself and she says, even if he is with someone else right now, let's say that's the case. He's with someone else and he's avoiding my calls and he's having a thing with someone right now. What can I do right now sitting here? What can I really do? If I sulk, if I cry, if I crib, if I'm going to be negative, it's going to create, and this is for people who are doing energy work, okay? I cannot say this would be understood by those people who are still in the 3D world and going after the trends, and they have very typical and strong mindsets about lying, cheating, or betrayal, because this all comes to you in a smoother, in a much more crispier way where you can understand, is when you heal the betrayal trauma. And let me say this here and then I'll go back to the thing, that betrayal trauma is the biggest reason, it is the only reason why you actually suffer so much in your relationships, because you have carried betrayal trauma for so many years. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, there are a number of therapies. My base work is to heal betrayal trauma, because I have worked with people and I have gone through their negative memories. Forget about going to past lives, because I would love to, I want to thank my masters for this and I want to give them all the credit. They actually put this theory in my mind via downloads as a child, and then when I studied some of the discourses, that lots and lots of people are actually trying to fix their past lives. I am okay with that as well, because yes, in some cases it helps in some contexts. But actually we are supposed to work on this life itself. And if we work on this one given life, we can actually heal all the other past issues as well. So here, betrayal is coming from, since childhood, coming from sudden relationships you've had with people you've trusted a lot, and as a child you could really not point at it. You could not say that this is how it feels, this is betrayal. I feel betrayed by my mother or by my father or by my brother or by my sister or by my nanny or by my teacher or somebody, somebody has betrayed you and it really affected you, but you did not know what to do with it. And even now, you won't know what to do with it unless you find the right way of doing inner work. Because these negative memories, they hold energy. And every time people go into a low space, low mood, low vibe, actually subconsciously something is triggered. Okay, so now coming back to this example, is whatever is happening in your external reality, whatever your masculine is giving to you, showing to you, is happening because of the energy you have within you. This person is simply mirroring you, whatever it is. So now for the next 2 hours, if she is a chilled out feminine, if she has been doing inner work, if she's figured out stuff, she is going to say to herself that in these 2-3 hours, or whenever, till whenever he doesn't answer the phone or get back to me, what am I supposed to do? I am supposed to relax. I am supposed to be happy. Because what else can I do? What should I do? What is really logical? Okay, so now here in this context, you have to shut the emotional brain and you have to tell yourself that here, this is the time to, light up the logical mind. Okay, and when you think logically, when you don't have access to a person, this is just one example, guys. I can tell you 200 such examples, and you can have carefree days and carefree nights, because the moment you do it properly once, it will have a ripple effect, like a butterfly effect. Okay, so this person is somewhere else. I don't have access to this person. This person is not talking to me. What am I supposed to do? Let me take a nap. Let me eat something. Let me watch a funny show. Let me go out. I mean, why do I have to? The feminines have to think. Why do you need to think about it? Focus all your attention, your precious currency. I've already shared a video on it. It does not have so many views, but I wish more and more people, more and more of you, not just focus on channelings. Okay, watch these channelings, but also watch the information content, because that is where you're going to learn something. You're going to change your life from there. It's good to know about what your crush thinks about you. It's good to know what your partner thinks about you. But you know what? It's not going to help you. Because what Motu, what is this dog doing? Because what is happening in your life right now depends on where your focus is, where your currency is. This is your currency. Where are you investing? Have you noticed so many masculines, no matter what happens in their lives, they're sleeping, they have a good night's sleep, while the feminines are sitting and crying the whole night? That's because they are not, usually the masculines are not so invested in all of this emotional stuff. They're very less invested. I've even talked to girls, women, they have said that my person never checks my phone. They don't care. Like, they don't even care. But I do. I want to know whose pictures they've liked, whose profile they've visited, whose IDs they've checked or followed. I see all of those things, See, as long as it triggers you, they will bring it up to you in some format. But if it stops triggering you, you don't care about it. Like, I know masculines, I've spoken to them. I've asked them, like, why don't you bother? Why don't you check? They said, because I don't want to spoil my own mood. I was like, wow, that's a very logical way of thinking. And because they are not checking on these things, because they're so concerned about themselves, their own mood, and they are like, I don't want to do it because it's going to spoil my mood. As long as I love this woman, as long as she's sitting next to me, she's with me, I don't care who is she talking to when I'm not around. And why should I put my focus into it? Because that is going to bother me. But unknowingly, subconsciously, what they're doing is, because they're not giving attention to that energy, that she could be talking to someone, busy with someone, or she likes someone else as well, they're actually taking the power away. They're actually taking the power away, and they are dimming that energy more and more by not being concerned at all. They're so happy, okay, she is mine, she is with me. And such people I've noticed, they are the ones who usually have more domination, like more dominance in the relationship. Because if they don't like something, they will immediately tell you, I don't like this. But actually, they don't care about it so much. They'll tell you, I don't like it. I don't like you're talking to someone else. Or I don't like the fact that you like someone else as well, while you like me or love me. And the women are like women are like, wow, that's interesting, he is not concerned. But women are concerned because their emotional brain is activated most of the times, and it's overthinking, and it's working all throughout, and it's like, where is he, what is he doing, blah blah blah. And then we have all these labels given from the society. I think in today's time and age, with all the Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. People are checking out, everybody is checking out somebody at some point. Even if you don't want to, it's on your feed. Like I have noticed myself, I'm going through something and then I suddenly see these Korean boys, sexy boys dancing at some club, and all these women are enjoying, and I look at it and I'm like, wow, that's nice. So now does that mean that me saying that's nice and I'm checking out these reels, then it's like you click on one or you see one, then you will have six more of them, six of them coming your way, you know. And it's the same thing with very nice updates also I get, but you can't avoid it, is what my point is. In the world of Facebook, Instagram, social media, um, there are screens everywhere. It all depends on you. Like if you come across it, and if you give it your energy, you will see more of it. And let's say you just enjoy it. I saw one crazy post. I was looking for something spiritual, and I see these four boys in a polyamorous relationship. They're all homosexuals. Four boys, they're all making out, and they put out all these videos. And I was like, where did this come from? Like what have I got to do with this? But it was there, and there were hundreds and thousands of comments. They were obviously funny comments also, like really hilarious ones. There were homophobic comments as well. But personally, I was like, why am I seeing this? Okay. And then I spent the next 15-20 minutes looking at it and reading it. And then I got bored of it and I stepped out of it. But the point is, sometimes things happen to us in such a way that when we give our energy to it, it is going to increase. Now, the feminine here has figured out a way to not allow energy leakage to happen when it comes to masculine or other people, even narcissist. Because I've told this in therapy sessions and readings to a lot of people that the narcissist ain't going anywhere. Okay, if you think that all this healing work is going to make them disappear into thin air, that's not going to happen. In fact, what's going to happen is that you are going to become more strong, more resilient. What's going to happen to you is that you're going to care less and less. You're going to care less and less and less about their antics. They will not have so much impact on you. You can live with them, you can enjoy with them. But it's not going to be perfect always, because they will do things that will trigger you. It's not like they won't. But you have to learn, you have to find a way to not get affected by them the way you used to earlier. The way you would cry because of them, the way you would feel your life is disgusting, because that's what a lot of them are going to make you feel. And there are different types of narcissistic people. There are some narcissistic people who are going to make you feel bad because they'll make you feel like they are miserable. They are so miserable, they are suffering so much, they have so many expectations, and they have so many of these weird arguments. Like you can have arguments with narcissists which never have a conclusion. You'll never see a conclusion. But as you grow more, as you heal more, you will realize that you don't need to bother. It's like you have given them your energy for 1 hour, you had a long talk, and now you don't care. Now you want to go back to your life and do whatever you have to do. Because you know what? They don't care either. That's how it usually is. So, who is smarter? Sometimes you feel you can learn from the narcissistic people. Okay? So, whatever the masculine put the feminine through actually made the feminine realize that she does not need to rely on this person. And it's not because she hates him or she's detaching, like detaching as in not attaching with him anymore. She has to separate, she has to break the marriage. I've always said divorce, going to the court, going to the police is never useful, because you're going to attract someone else in your life if you don't fix it or heal it that way. And fixing with other people is not important. It's you going within to figure out like what needs to be done here, like what's the problem, what's the emotion, what's the energy, what's the negative memory that needs to release fully in order to. And sometimes negative memories are so intense, they don't go away in one session or two sessions. In one session, if you release them 50%, the 50% part is so stubborn, it will come back again. And I have seen there are people who have entities attached to them. The entities are so dominating, so powerful, they are not going to leave this person alone. And then this person is sitting and thinking, why is my mood like this? Why am I in a bad zone? Because it's a learned behavior pattern. You have been learning it over and over and over and over again and over again. So in this particular channeling that I'm talking about, I can pick on to the masculine's energy. Okay, so I was talking about mood and I have moon here. Something about a situation or a person in your life is not what it appears to be, and you need to trust what your instincts are telling you in order to see past this illusion. Everything is not as it seems, and this can be applied in both contexts. Like you could be sharing a lot with someone, trusting them, thinking that they give you positive energy, but this person is doing the opposite and you don't know it. Okay, and then you have a person with whom you have like some negative situation going on, and you realize that no, actually this is helping me a lot more because I can see clearly what's the illusion. The illusion with a lot of 3D people is sometimes they are so sweet to you. I find it very hypocritical. I don't like too sweet people personally also. I really prefer people who have emotional range, they have layers, or they can bring out something in you as well. And I prefer people who are straightforward and they're not scared of calling a spade, but at the same time they're loving and caring as well. But you see, some people around us are so typical, they're so sweet to you all the time. Too much sweetness causes diabetes, right? Or too much of sugar coated stuff is not good. So even we should not be that sweet to people, because if you're always constantly going to be sweet to people, they will take us for granted, which is what the masculine does with the feminine when he's not healed for a long time. He takes her for granted and she continues to be taken for granted. One fine day she wakes up and she goes like, I'm done with this because it's hurting me a lot. And then she realizes, where is it all coming from? So her broken relationships, her bad experiences with the masculine, maybe one or more, or let's say 10, there's no judgment here. Let's say she dates 10 boys, 10 guys, and all 10 of them treat her bad. And then she has to realize that what's happening to me? Why am I going through this? First of all, attracting 10 boys is also a good thing, in my opinion, because I've seen a lot of feminines who have not attracted anyone for last 10 years or 5 years. They're just focusing on one person who's a ghost. They are focusing on a ghost who has blocked them, a ghost who's in no contact, a ghost who doesn't care about them, a ghost who doesn't even exist technically, practically, who has physically not presented himself to her, not done anything for her. So why are you focused on this ghost? Okay, so it's better you don't focus on these people, these shadows. And if you are able to attract new people, that's also a progress. Let's say it's still not working out, something is happening, so use that as fodder. And here I've been picking onto the energy of a very committed, devoted masculine who is now figuring things out and who's maturing much faster than you'd expect from anyone, because he feels that his feminine has done things for him that no one can do. But she is also kind of tired, and she's also like, I'm not gonna do all of this because you need to man up. You need to stop being this boyish, irresponsible character and become a man, not a man child, a man. And I'm still gonna support you, I'm still gonna be nice to you. She's very clear, the energy is very clear here, and I like the energy. This is a beautiful energy. And he is now mirroring it back to her. So he is the one who is making her feel like, what, you've had this beautiful impact on my life and you've done a lot for me, and I really appreciate it. Sometimes you don't have to pay back by doing similar things. Sometimes it's a feeling of appreciation and mutual respect. And I think here the energy of feminine is also more of like, I don't want to depend on anyone to keep me happy. So yes, there is um, for some of the feminines, they have felt powerless, they have felt external forces are against them, and they felt that way too many challenges, bad luck. This needs to be removed. Breaking cycles is something that needs to be done. So, as per this collective reading, as much as I can see strong divine feminines, I'm also seeing some who are moving towards that energy. So, if you feel powerless, if you feel things are difficult, if you feel you're not the one who's able to attract this type of respect or concern or care from your masculine, things have not worked out or they're looking tough, then this is what you need to change. You have to stop giving your power away to other people, especially your connections in 3D. You have to let universe take care of things. You have to let universe help you out. Okay, same card came twice. This is crazy. So it's reverse Knight of Cups. So this is for those people that I'm talking to right now, for all those feminines who feel that you're ready with certain ideas and dreams, but your plans are not ready for execution. You need to take some necessary steps to make the plan successful. So it's all about you now. You have to imagine differently. You have to let go. You have to surrender. And there are some jealous people around you. There are some jealous energies around you. Some are also going to tell you others are jealous of you, but actually they are jealous of you because you have either managed to be in a relationship, you found a person, or things have gone good for you, but they have not gone like smooth. So there are these waves, up and down is happening. Now you need to look at all the things that trigger you. You need to put them on a piece of paper. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. This is what is triggering me. This is what needs to go. This is what is bothering me. And instead of trying to fix it externally, you have to find a way to fix it internally. You have to find out where is it coming from. Because these are the things that are leaking your energy. The energy leakage is happening from here. Okay? You need more creativity. You need more romance. Like you have been trying to look for romance externally, that your masculine will give you romance or this and that. No, you have to romance with yourself, love yourself, make yourself feel special, because the universe is going to deliver what you already like. It's like saying, if you need something, if you want something, you're not going to get it because your energy is focused on you don't have it, that's why you want it, you need it. But oh my god, so I have the Lovers. I said this and I pulled out Lovers. I had not even looked at the card. So when you are able to do this, when you're able to reverse this energy by using your creativity, by romancing with yourself, charm yourself, charm your own self. Why you want to go for someone who's charming and this and that? You're charming too. Be that person who is, like I said, if those 2 hours, if the feminine goes on going crazy, then she's going to attract more of it. But if she says, what can I do right now? If somebody is not picking up my phone, if somebody is not telling me about their whereabouts, what can I do? I'm not gonna sit here and ruin my day or my time. And in most of such cases, you always get to know after 2 hours or 3 hours that the person was either stuck somewhere or they were doing something or they were busy or something, and they usually get back to you and tell you whatever the story was because you don't care, because you didn't care. If you would have cared, send them text messages, gone crazy. I also like women who are dominating sometimes in their relationship because they also do similar things what men do. They'll fight with the man, they'll have a crazy time, and then they'll forget about it and they'll say, so what? This is my guy. I'm going to fight with him. I'm going to get angry at him. I'm going to dominate him, because that's the reason why I chose him, because I can be myself. And if I'm going to care about it, like, oh, I did this, I said this, then what's the point? Then this whole guilt and shame energy takes over, and it's the lowest frequency. So why I have the Lovers card is, if you're able to fix this within you, not outside, not go and expect that person to charm you, romance you, say sorry to you, and tell you, oh, you know what, I was gone for 2 hours, I'm so sorry. Okay, fine, I don't even care about it. You have your life too, you have your freedom too. You want to talk to someone for 2 hours, or let's say you were just busy, then also you deserve to do whatever you want to do. So if you are still looking for someone, if you're able to have creativity, you're able to bring in charm, you're able to romance with your own self, then there's a high possibility you will attract the person. And all those people who have confusion about what is twin flame, you guys can get into a personal one-on-one reading with me. You can take a twin flame intuitive reading or a twin flame astrology reading. In case you have someone in your life and it's not working out, then even better, you can bring in that person's details also if you have. If you don't have, it's okay. You can have your own details. That's more than enough. And you need to know, you need to understand. One-on-one, you need to understand, not just with videos, but you need to understand one-on-one that what is exactly twin flame energy, what is twin flame energy supposed to do in your life right now. Don't be stuck with ideas, don't be stuck with what someone else is doing, because your story is different, okay? And I'm not going to convince you over it. You can figure it out when your time is right. So if you are able to figure this out, then there is someone out there for you. There's a strong energy around you. Someone is going to manifest around you. And as I always say, manifestation does not mean that you do something and you bring in that thing you want. Manifest means it's already there, it exists on your timeline, in your life, it's there. But when it shows up, we call it manifestation. So people are doing the opposite. They're trying to create it. You don't create it, it's already there. It's just going to show up if you let it, if you, as I just said, if you are in alignment with that energy, okay? So that is one thing. And for others who are already in a relationship but they're having problems, then your marriage or your committed relationship with whosoever it is, it's going to be a beautiful one, a beautiful stable relationship. You will see big changes in this person in case you still haven't, and a very smooth partnership you'll have with the same person, who's giving you problems, headache, difficulties, triggers, irritation, annoyance. With the same person, you will see, them changing and becoming nice to you. If only, as I said, you follow this channeling's energy, and you will see this person will actually either verbally tell you, or they'll show it in their energy, or they'll show it in their behavior. They genuinely feel that you are literally the right person for them, the one for them, or the one who's done the most for them, more than family, more than anybody else. Because we have a bond with our family, with our parents. We can never repay the debt of our parents. What our parents have done for us, we can never replace them with anyone. But with our long-term connections like this, because you're gonna have a family with such a person, you're gonna have children with such person, you might already have in a lot of your cases. So you have a relationship with this person as well. You have a contract with this person as well. Therefore, a certain part of your life you spend with your family, with your parents, and then it's more about, you have to take responsibility, you have to care for them, you have to be there for them, because some of them get old and sometimes they need you. Not some of them, all of them get old. They need you, they need to be taken care of by you. Therefore, if you do good to them, it's okay. But then you need someone else. You need a partnership. Sometimes the partnership can just be a social a social thing, like actually it's the feminine energy and masculine is within you, but when you heal it, it's even better, it gets better with time. So this is where I'm going to close this collective reading. You can get my book In the Name of Love, A Journey of Finding an Ultimate Soulmate. The link is given on the description box. And guys, all the people who write to me in comment sections, how to get in touch with you, it's very simple. There are simple one process. First of all, I have all the information in the description box. So you please go and check how much is the reading for, what are the different therapies for. Therapies are sessions, there are long courses, they take time. Some people are in therapy for a longer time, some people in shorter time, but there are people who are consciously working on themselves and they kind of get it that externally nothing can change. Then we have readings, which are one-time sessions, and you can do that as well and get more clarity. If you are from India, then you need to write to me at the sunamoon@gmail.com. This is the email ID. And if you're from the West, you can straight away use the PayPal link to book the session. Before you book any sessions, just check out the information given over there, and it's pretty easy. And the other option for Indians, it's the same. The only thing is, to get my details, you need to write an email to me. And for the others, the link is over there. This is the only thing, okay? So I will see you in the next one. One love, peace out, and Victor to Ram.